Good day everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Creative Ends International. I'll be making a video on the cap the turban cap you just saw now. It's quite easy and I just felt I should do it because somebody sent in something very close to it to my platform, so I thought I should work on it so that everybody can benefit from it. All right, so the base of this turban is a unique base. It's not like the regular base we know, either pleated base or cross base and all of that. All we need to do is cut fabric out, and it has to be a big size. That is, the width has to be high. So the width I used for this one is 10, so you can use above 10, maybe 15 as your width. So if you are using 10 for width, it means you will cut 20. If you are using 15 for width, it means you will cut 30, so that on a fold you will get the 15, then 20 on a fold you will get 10. All right, and then the length I use is 30. All right, I use 30 as the length. The width I use 20. So when you fold you will get 10. When you fold it you will get 10. Yes, that's why I'm showing 10 here. All right, so it has to be on a fold because of the base. The base has to be a smooth one. You don't have to join the fabric, but you just like take a fold of it so that it can be smooth. You don't need to join it. That's why I'm always saying on a fold. So what I have, the measurement I have here is 30 by 10 on a fold, but if you open it, it's 30 by 20. All right, so at this point you will take the measurement of the head size is normally 22, except for heads that are a little bit bigger where you can get like 24. So for head that are 22 in size, you will need just 10.5 as your beginning base measurement. 10.5, that will give you like 21 if you open it up, but on a fold 10.5 is okay. So you sew it close just like you see that I have done here. I'll sew it close, and then you see that this is the base. All right, so that's why I'm putting it on the domain. This tutorial is short, but you can just improvise and do a lot of things with it. So this is the base. You can see how long it is looking, but we are going to like pull it together using a freehand needle, loose stitches, to pull it together, so it will reduce to something like what you are seeing on my hand now. Then we are going to cut out a circle, so you can use 8 as your radius to go around and then cut it out. You can use 8 inches, you can use 9 inches, you can use 7, depending on the depth you are looking at. Then you just go through it with loose stitches to pull it together. When you do it like this, it will help you to be able to sew it in a circular form to the other part of the turban. Remember, the base is already sewn and it's not like the regular base, so it just have a circular opening. It is that opening you are going to be covering with this particular one. So you will turn it over. You are going to turn the wrong side out, and then you also put in the right side of this of the round now inside, just like this. Then you turn it out. All right, so the right side is inside now and this is the wrong side. Then you now put this circle, the circular part that you use your loose stitches on. Now you fix it inside like you want to sew the normal way we sew hand of like sleeve. So you put it inside like this. When you put it inside, you go through it with pins. You just use pins to hold it in place so that it will allow you to sew freely. So just use pin to hold it in place. Remember, I said your depth of the circle. You first of all fold your fabric into 4, and then you take a depth from the triangular shape point. You take a depth of 7 or 8, and then you mark it round, just like when you want to cut a full flare skirt, like you want to cut that full flare circular skirt. That's how you cut it. Or maybe you want to cut out bonnet, so that's how you cut out the circle. So when you do it like this, you use your pin to first of all fix it around the base that we've already prepared. Don't forget that the length for the base, I told you before, 30 by 10 on a fold. So this is how it will look. I'll take it to the sewing machine, I'll sew it. This fabric is a stretchy fabric, and I also believe that this pattern will come out most with a stretchy fabric, so that's why I use a stretchy fabric. If the fabric is not stretchy, then you have to create an opening or add elastic at the back. All right, but I prefer using the stretchy fabric. So this is just how it will look. I'll take it to the sewing machine, sew it. When I come back, I'll weave. Yes, weave everywhere around so that it will be neat. All right, so right now this cap is finished though. It's as simple as you have seen. It's finished. So we are going to pull the sewn part, which is where you see me holding now. We are going to use loose stitches to pull it together and tack, and then we locate the middle of the cap, the base of the cap itself, and then we use loose stitches again to pull it together and tack it down. So in the process of doing that one, is going to help you to create a kind of a pleated look, and it is that pleated look that is going to stand out as the design for the base of the turban. All right, so we just, like you can see, I've finished pulling this one together. So if you are a beginner, it's very easy. You don't need to be afraid of anything. All right, and one thing I will encourage beginners is don't be afraid to spoil your fabric. Don't be afraid that, oh, this fabric is going to spoil. Any work that you know you are not yet perfect with, please do not use your client's material for practical. If there is any practicals to be done, buy your own material with your money and practice what you need to know with it. And when you are very sure that you can deliver on that particular style before you start receiving it from customers. I see a lot of people, they agree to produce different styles that they don't even have ideas of, and then they start asking people, how do I achieve this, how do I achieve this? What's the meaning of that? You are supposed to be sure you can do something before taking it from your client. It's very wrong for you to take a work that you are not even certain you can do. You want to spoil the person's fabric or what? Please, let's take note of this. Please, let's take note of this. If you give me a style I cannot do, I will look at it and tell you that I cannot replicate this style, but I can do something that you will like. I can use the concept to do something that you will like, but I cannot replicate, so that your client don't have high hope, and at the end of the day you give your client rubbish. So please, let's be careful. All right, so this turban is ready. You can see it's simple, but what I like about it is the back flow. The look on the back is what I actually like about it, and then the wideness of the base also. I also love that also, the wideness of the base, then the back, you know, I just love it. So I used glitter to do my finishing. It's not compulsory. You can just finish the cap like this, and you decide in your heart that you don't want to add anything to it, is all right. But if you know that you love embellishment like me, I love embellishments. So if you love embellishment like me, you want to put something, you don't just want to leave the cap all black, you want to do something that will make it outstanding. All right, so these are the things I just did that made it outstanding, and it came out like, wow, it's so unique. The interesting thing is that I actually produced this turban for the sake of these tutorials, but the moment I finished it and just displayed it in my shop, somebody came over and bought it. I was even surprised, you know. So that's just it. All right, so this project is done. We're done with this training. I do hope you enjoyed today's class. If you do, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. All right,